Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, man. We're back at it like usual. Like I always like to start, man. Salute to everyone always rocking with me. You know what I mean? Drop a like, you guys, you know what I mean? Do me that favor. Really appreciate you guys, man. We hit 100 subs, guys. I'm fucking super stoked. You know what I mean? 400 more subs, and we're shipping 2 Raider hats out. You know what I mean? So you guys stay tuned, man. We're going to be doing that giveaway here hopefully pretty soon, man. Um, but as you guys can tell by the title, as we know, Mitch Renz did a interview with Dante Thornton, the Raiders receiver. You know what I mean? And it was a cool little interview. You know what I mean? I got some cool little things out of it. And really, what made me want to do this video was based on I did a video on breakout players, on who I think is going to be a breakout player for these years, one on offense, one on defense. And Trey Tucker was one of the players I picked on offense to really break out this year. And it was cool seeing Thornton. You know what I mean? He pretty much verified, hey, I think Tucker's the guy to watch out for. You know what I mean? Pretty much hyping him up. Um, but yeah, so Mitch Renz, you know what I mean? Something came up, and it was a super chat. He asked him, hey, Dante Thornton, who do you think is going to be a breakout player this year on the team? And he said Trey Tucker right off the rip. Um, he also said that Trey Tucker, you know what I mean? He's out there putting in really hard work, hasn't missed reps. He's dominating every rep, putting hard work in. You know what I mean? Dude's a speedster. So, you know what I mean? It was pretty cool to see how all the eyes are kind of thinking, how all the minds are thinking, you know what I mean, about Trey Tucker and how he is going to step up this year. I have a lot of faith, bro, that Trey Tucker's going to go in there and do his thing. You know what I mean? Now he finally has a squad where pieces, you know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of pressure taken off of him just based on the run game. And also just based on the receivers we picked up and the tight end we have, guys. We got the best tight end in the league, damn near. You know what I mean? We have a great group of receivers. You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of pieces that are going to take a lot of stress off of, you know what I mean, Trey Tucker, based on Trey Tucker had a bad year last year. You know what I mean? So he's going to be able to shine this year, I feel like. Another guy that Dante Thornton touched up on was Eric Stokes. You know what I mean? They said, who's the toughest guy that you have faced so far in camp with the Raiders? You know what I mean? And off the rip, you know what I mean? He said Eric Stokes. You know what I mean? Just based on how much experience he has, he says dude has a lot of experience. Also said Stokes has a lot of speed. He was saying Stokes could either press up, you know what I mean, and play hard, or he can even give you cushion and he'll still get to the ball. So you know what I mean. That's another guy that was really exciting to hear about, just based on I really don't have that much faith in Stokes. I don't really think Stokes can come in here and do what we need him to do. You know what I mean? I'm always open to giving people chances and things like that. But you know what I mean with Stokes, just after those injuries, guys, he just hasn't really done anything, and then sometimes that'll ruin a guy's career. I think that might be the problem with him, but we'll see. You know what I mean? From what Dante Thornton is saying, knowing how Dante Thornton is, how physical he is, it's really exciting to see that. You know what I mean? He's putting a guy like Stokes out there who I really thought wasn't going to do anything here for us. So that was really exciting to see. He also mentioned Richardson, DCAM. He said, "Hey, watch out for that guy too." You know what I mean? He's another good guy. So you know what I mean? That's another guy that I wasn't really too sold on. So Dante Thornton being the guy he is, bringing these guys up, it's like, okay, you know what I mean? That's a little bit of validation that hey, these guys are really putting in work. These guys have potential. You know what I mean? And Dante Thornton, how big and how quick he is. You know what I mean? For guys to give him trouble is really good. That's what we want to see in camp. Uh, and also another question got brought up, you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of the times in college we didn't get to see his full route tree. But he went on there and he was like, man, I can run dig routes, slant routes, corner routes, comeback routes, streaks. Like he was saying pretty much I could do it all. You know what I mean? Like, so I have a lot of faith in that guy, man. And the way he's built, bro, they were comparing him to DK Metcalf, Calvin Johnson, Megatron. You know what I mean? And for us to have a receiver that's put in that category based on size and speed is really good because that's just kind of saying like, hey, you know, you guys got something special here. Now, if Dante Thornton could really go in here and ball out guys and put numbers up, you know what I mean, and be a factor in this offense, he probably can be another Megatron. He probably can be another DK Metcalf. And I think the dude has hella talent. You know what I mean? I think he's a sleeper. You know, I'm glad we picked him where we got him at. Um, and the main thing, guys, that I really wanted to touch up on here with Dante Thornton was how he was saying he already has a great relationship with Geno Smith. He's like, man, we're going in there. You know what I mean? He pretty much took me under his wing. You know what I mean? It's just saying a bunch of things, how Gino's looking out for him. Gino, you know what I mean? They're really kicking it off good. So that's always good when the quarterbacks can trust the receivers and they have a good relationship. You know what I mean? And especially Dante Thornton being the rookie that's supposed to come in here and ball out. You know what I mean? It's always good when you get that veteran quarterback to just take him under the wing and be like, I got you, little bro. You know what I mean? Like, you're not like, I got you. So that's really cool to see. Already seeing that we got the rookie in there, having a really good fit inside this offense. You know what I mean? I'm really excited to see this guy play. I feel he's a good addition to this offense. And what we have been lacking is exactly what we picked up in Thornton. We haven't had a great big wide receiver that has speed. We haven't had any great physical outside receivers. You know what I mean? And watching some of his stats, watching some of his gameplay from Tennessee, even in Oregon, bro. Like you know what I mean? This guy, he has a lot of potential to come in here and ball. When you catch a guy in stride, bro, it's almost a touchdown every time. Hell of a receiver, dude. He knows where to catch the ball. He knows where the ball is. So you know, what I mean, I think he's going to be a guy that's going to come out here and really ball out for us. One that we really expect. You know what I mean? And he was saying too, like they asked him a question as of who do you who do you resemble yours like who do you think you're molded after? And he said Randy Moss. You know what I mean? And I know Randy Moss didn't really do that great in Oakland with the Raiders, but you know what I mean. Just as we all know, bro, Moss. You know what I mean. The Raiders. That's just what it was. You know what I mean. He was a beast. You know what I mean. He just repped the Raider way, the Raider color great. For him to compare himself to Moss, and especially what Moss did in his career, I mean, dude, you gotta he's gonna have to back that up. You know what I mean? Because Moss, as we all know, man, he's a great, really great receiver. I wish he could have did a little better on Oakland, man, and really repped a little harder for us. But he did his thing there. You know what I mean? He made a staple for his name. But I wanted to get on here real quick, guys. And if anyone hasn't watched that Mitch Renz interview with Dante Thornton, you know what I mean? It's a really good one. I just kind of want to get on here and share my thoughts on it. You know what I mean? I got a lot of good things out of it from Thornton, especially like I said, guys. Hearing him talk about Trey Tucker and Stokes. Like I said, Trey Tucker was a guy I picked early on for him to really come and do something here this year. And Stokes, it's good to see and hear that he is doing good and he's putting pressure on these guys because he's another guy that I thought really wasn't going to do nothing for us. So for a guy like Thornton to go in there and kind of validate all this stuff, you know what I mean? It makes me feel a little more comfortable going into the year. And I really cannot wait, guys, for these games. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. 500 subs, guys. We're giving out 2 Raider hats, so make sure you guys, you know what I mean, share it, do what you guys got to do. Really appreciate you, nation. You know what I mean? Go Raiders, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate you guys.